Suppose join another device, they check able to Good evening, everyone. I welcome you all to today's live section. Yeah, today we were looking at what is transaction, wallet, and gas fee. So when we hear the word wallet, I mean blockchain wallet. So a blockchain wallet is a digital wallet that allows users to store and manage their cryptocurrency, be it Bitcoin, Ethereum, or other cryptocurrency. Yeah, blockchain wallet is also referred to wallet service provided by blockchain. By blockchain, yeah, a software company founded. Sorry. Yeah, a blockchain wallet allows users to transfer cryptocurrency and the ability to convert them back into user currency. Yeah, so how does blockchain wallet works? So first of all, let's discuss about what is a private key and a public key. Yeah, private key and public key comes in place when a wallet is being generated. So when a wallet is being generated, you are provided with a private key and a public key that is associated to your wallet. So let's use email as an example. If you want to receive an email from someone, you give him or her your email address. So, but giving out your email address doesn't really mean someone will be able to, send out email via your account. So the email now is just like a public key. So someone will have to get access to your email account, email password to do that. So a password is just like a private key. So you need a private key to carry out a many transaction. But with public key, what public key does is just like an address that allows people to send cryptocurrencies, assets, NFTs to your account. So when your wallet is generated, like I said earlier, public key is generated and you can share the public key with anyone. So private key is just used to send funds, cryptocurrency from one wallet to the other. As we've all known, the private key is a top secret. It's just similar to the password we're all known, and it must not be visible to anyone except from the owner. Once it is visible, the your account is vulnerable. It can be hacked. So let's move to the next. Okay, like I said earlier, the public key is also the cryptographic code that allows users to receive cryptocurrency, same as the private key. So you just need the private key and the public key to ensure security of crypto economy. So features of a blockchain wallet. So what does a wallet offer a user? First, it is easy to use. It's just like any other software or a wallet, any other software or a wallet that you use for day-to-day activities. Yeah, it is highly secured. But when I mean highly secured, it depends on how you keep your private key. Once your private key is being shown to the public, your wallet is no more secure. Yeah. So the third one is it allows an instant transaction across geographies, and these are barrier free without intermediaries. So we all know that our normal banking system, for you to like make any transaction, you will need to like pass through your bank, which might be slow, and it's so what blockchain wallet does is it breaks the barrier. So you just have to send money to anyone without any intermediaries. So low transaction fee. Yeah, the cost of transferring funds is much lower with the traditional banks. We know that in traditional banks, once you make a transfer, you get deducted. Even the person receiving the funds also gets deducted. There's something we call stamp duty. Any amount you receive to be deducted at 15 naira. For blockchain wallets, only the person that transferred the money gets deducted. So blockchain wallet allows transaction across multiple cryptocurrencies. It helps you do easy currency conversion. Okay. Yeah, so we have types of blockchain wallets. We have hot wallets and cold wallets. So, however, hot wallets are online wallets through which cryptocurrency can be, transferred quickly. They are available online. Example of hot wallets is our custom wallets, Binance, Coinbase, and the likes. So its private key is being stored on the cloud for fast transfer. But when we talk about cold wallets are digital offline wallets where transactions are signed offline and disclosed online. They are not maintained in the cloud. They are not maintained in the cloud on the internet. They are actually maintained offline to have high security. Example of these cold wallets are Trezor and Ledger. So when we talk about cold wallets, it is being carried offline. Let's take, for instance, you have a system that is totally offline, and you have your cryptocurrency there. So once you want to make a transaction, you have to like come online to like make the transaction go through. But if it's about receiving transaction, you don't really need to be online. Once you have a public key, which is your address, you can receive money from anyone. So why use a blockchain wallet? We know that transaction banking system poses several problems for doing any transaction. For one thing, transactions are often slow. For another, any transaction that has to pass through an intermediary like a bank or any other system, meaning there's a central point of failure. And when you have a central point of failure, there are issues in keeping track of all accounts and balances. Data can, get corrupted, jeopardized, and when data gets corrupted and jeopardized, you get to lose probably your phone. So blockchain wallet reduce this threat. It actually eliminates this threat. So let's talk about transaction. Yeah. So a transaction is an agreement or communication between a buyer and a seller to exchange assets. When it comes to blockchain, transaction is, let's say, is like a movement of assets from one wallet to the other. So how does a transaction get into a blockchain? Yeah, so before the transaction is being added to the blockchain, it must be authenticated and authorized. So the process of validating each transaction is called proof of work and proof of stake. So firstly, proof of work came into existence before proof of stake was being adopted. So let's talk about proof of work. This is a decentralized consensus mechanism that actually requires members of a network to expend effort solving an arbitrary mathematical process, just like a pure mathematical extraction, so as to get transaction validated and be added into the blockchain. So the process of solving the mathematical puzzle, the expression, is known as mining. And although people that mine are called miners, and they are usually rewarded for their work in cryptocurrency. So this is how it goes. Before a block is being added to, so before a transaction is being added to a blockchain, it needs to be validated. And before you initiate a transaction, the person trying to initiate the transaction must like authenticate and authorize the transaction. So once the transaction is being created, it is sent down to different nodes to solve. Each node that get to solve the expression get to add the transaction into a blockchain, and they get rewarded. So where is the reward coming from? Yeah, the reward is coming from the transaction fee you paid while trying to make the transaction. So let's go to proof of stake. Yeah. Proof of stake is a type of consensus mechanism that is used to validate cryptocurrency transactions. With this system, owners of cryptocurrency can stake their coin, which gives them rights to check new blocks of transactions and add them into blockchain. So proof of stake is just like a tool to secure a blockchain. It also, like helps to maintain accurate information. It uses an algorithm that chooses who can add the next block of transaction to the chain based on how many tokens are held. So when we talk about proof of stake, it's actually a new consensus mechanism that came out. So instead of mining as proof of work, you don't get to like mine anything, you don't get to like provide any system. All you just need to do is just get their coin, and you get to add transactions into the blockchain. Sorry. So let's talk about pros and cons of proof of stake. When we talk about the pros, it is energy efficient. When I mean energy efficient, it requires no tools like proof of work. For you to be able to like do anything in proof of work, you need to like provide machines, power, provide energy. But when it comes to proof of stake, you don't need all that. So it provides fast and inexpensive transactions processing. Yeah, it doesn't require special equipment to participate. The only equipment it requires is just for you to hold some certain amount of coin that will allow you to add transaction into the blockchain. So the cons is not as proven in terms of security as proof of work. So what this means is, when we talk about proof of work, each node, or let me say each miner, compete with each other. They get to like solve the transaction. They get to like solve to validate the transaction, and each nodes that validate it successfully gets to add the transaction in the blockchain. But this, you are not solving any puzzle. You just get to add the transaction into the blockchain based on the coin you have. So some proof of stake cryptocurrency requires staking coin for a minimum amount. Yeah. So before you can do this, let's say you stake like 2 Bitcoin. As at the point of staking, you don't really have access to that Bitcoin. Like you can't trade it because it's being staked. So that is one of the cons. So validator with large holding can have excessive influence on transaction verification. So here, what this means is, if I'm actually holding, let's say 60 BTC, and I also have a user that holds like 2 BTC. When we have 10 transactions, there's a high probability that I would add all the transactions to blockchain just because I hold a lot of coin more than him. So okay, so let's move to gas fee. Yeah, so when you hear about gas fee, contrary to its name, gas fee does not have anything to do with liquid fuel consumption or impact of the mining environment. So rather, it is just like think of it as a reward that miner gets for putting a transaction into a blockchain. So we said earlier that miners get rewarded for any transaction that is being added to the blockchain. So where does the reward comes from? It actually comes from the user that initiated the transaction. It's just like think of gas fee as a tip you give to your waiter for serving you a meal. Yeah. So as blockchain are decentralized in nature, the transaction are added to validate. Sorry, the transaction are added and validated in the network blockchain by anonymous miners or validators. We don't know who are the miners. We don't know them. They're just anonymous. All you just need to do is just pay the bills, and they get to validate your transaction. So this is just like a bedrock for any transactional blockchain technology. In proof of work system, like I've said earlier, miners get to solve mathematical puzzles to validate transaction for reward. So there are two ways miner can earn token. The first is the normal mining of cryptocurrency to get paid in newly minted token. The second one is this validating of transaction. So for more than 3,000, so we have more than 3,000 decentralized applications, which is also known as dApps, that are actually running on different blockchain, all which are looking to have their transaction included alongside the existing network that are available. But there are only, we actually have many miners at a time that can actually validate this transaction. So let's assume the amount of transaction we have is more than the amount of miner we have. So what really happened? Would the transaction be discarded? No. What simply happened is that this transaction will be will be sectioned into a mine pool, just like once they are coming in, they get stored in somewhere. And after the first transaction is being solved, you get to pick another one. So all transactions cannot be validated simultaneously. So that is why they have to store them into an, I think, M pool, yes, a miner pool. Yeah, so I think that is all about gas fee. So my co-host will take questions. If there is any, I would answer, and if I can't, she would pick it from there. So Happiness, over to you.
Okay, well done, Abdullah. For now, we do not have questions here, but we only have some nice feedbacks, like someone saying, Mark saying, I'm so happy, I'm so enjoying this class. God bless the mentor. And David says, great job, mentor, for the simplicity. So these are the feedbacks we have right now. So we'll be waiting for questions. Please, if you have questions, feel free to type them here so that we can see them and then give answers to your questions.
Okay, if you actually probably have anything to to discuss on this, you can say it.
Sorry, you said?
Yeah, I said if you have anything to say on the topics, you can say it.
Okay. Right now, I think we'll have a question. The question says, what are self-custody wallets? Self-custody wallets.
Okay. I think I forgot to mention this. What I was saying, types of wallets. Let me make mention of two platforms. We have platform A platform A that is Binance, and we have platform B that is Trust Wallet. Basically, what Binance provides you is just like a custodian wallet. Once you open an account on Binance, you get an auto-generated wallet. The only thing you can see is you get to see your public key, just like your address. You don't get to see your private key. So if Binance decided to like rug all of us now, everybody will be in problem. So I would say self-custody wallet is a wallet that it's in your custody. You get to do anything with your wallet. Let's take, for instance, Trust Wallet. When you want to use Trust Wallet, you import your phrase. I think it's like 10 to 11 characters. Then you make any transaction. Trust Wallet is not like in charge of moving your money. You are the one in charge of your money. So I think, I don't know if I answered that to your taste.
That's right. That's right. So let me see. Can we switch wallet provider while maintaining same address?
I'm not sure I understood that very well, but let's do it like this. You said, can we switch wallet provider while maintaining same address? I would say yes. Let's assume you created a wallet on Trust Wallet. So it gives you your private key and your public key. You can actually import that same wallet you created in MetaMask. So you still get to like see your assets. So yes, you can actually like switch wallet provider and you maintain the same address. See, address is not like they are not like storing your cryptocurrency. It's just like our normal home address. It's just like a pointer to who has this cryptocurrency. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. I hope I answer your question.
Okay. I think there's another question here. It says, what makes one a miner?
Okay, like I said earlier, while I was discussing about proof of stake and proof of work, those are the two consensus mechanisms that we have. Okay, sorry, that I know of. So when it comes to like proof of work, for you to become a miner, say yeah, proof of work, for you to become a miner, you have to like provide equipment like tons of computer, energy, and the likes. So if you can actually provide all these things, you get to become a miner. So another thing people do is you can't expect to provide a small system then to compete with gigantic company system. So another thing people do is to like contribute. I will use the word contribute to like collect resources. So to a pool of miners. So once the transaction is being validated, all of you like all of the miners get to share the reward that they get from there. That is from proof of, that is in the aspect of proof of work. But when you come to proof of stake, all you just have to do is like you don't need to like provide any equipment at all, no energy consumption. All you just need to do is your money. Just obtain their stake coin. I don't know if you like can obtain like what any coin worth of any amount you can afford, then you get to compete as a miner. Yeah, I think I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. So there's another question here. It says, miners validate transactions either through proof of stake or proof of work and get paid in gas fee. So what do they do to mine new coin in the blockchain?
Okay. See, when you hear about mining, take your mindset off the normal mining that we have. So, like I said here, when I mentioned the mining, I said miners get rewarded in two ways. firstly, they get rewarded. Sorry, they get reward while trying to like validate a transaction. I think I said trying to solve some mathematical puzzle. So it's just like validating a transaction. So you get rewarded from the gas fee the user paid. Another way of them getting rewarded is by mining. Yes, they get rewarded in a newly minted token. So I don't know if you are familiar with. I've actually forgotten this app. There's an app that is used to mine Bitcoin. Then that they will give you like 0.000000001 Satoshi. So when you like mine, they give you actually like minting new tokens. So you get rewarded in those tokens. Yeah, I'm actually done. Hello?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
So another question is, what is the difference between proof of stake and delegated proof of stake?
Well, for me, I would say it's the same thing. I've actually seen that, and with what I know, I think I would say it's the same thing. I don't have any difference. Or happiness, you can actually shed more light on that. But I feel it's the same.
Okay, just a little addition here. In proof of stake, the person that is staking a coin is the one that does the validation. But in that delegated proof of stake, someone is staking a coin for someone else to do the validating of the transactions to be added to the block. So that's an addition to what you have said.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Another question. There's a question here that says, what are the pros and cons of the hot and cold wallets?
Okay. Like I said earlier, I said hot wallets are wallets that that most of us are familiar with. They're actually our online wallets. The cold wallets are wallets that are offline. So you said the pros, right? When we talk about hot wallets, you get to make swift transaction. So you don't get to like try to like look for where your phrase is. You get what I'm saying? So you can actually make transactions swiftly within minutes. But when it comes to like code this thing, you have to get to sign your transaction offline and expose it to the internet, which that takes a lot of time. Which takes a lot of time. So when we talk about the other side, the cold wallet is highly secured. When I mean highly secured, the only person that have access to your private key is you yourself. Even this trust wallet we are actually using, it is still like an hot wallet because our stuff is online, so it can actually be hacked. So when it comes to security, cold wallet is highly secured because your private key is not publicly shown, but the hot wallet is prone to vulnerability. So I hope I will do justice to that.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Then also there's a question that says, where is the cryptocurrency stored if they are not in the wallet?
Okay. I think I made mention of a blockchain. Take a look at your private key. Your public key. It's just like your public key of your wallet. It's just like an address. Okay, let's use our normal banking system. Yes, to cite an example. You all have a unique what's it called? Account number. Yes, a unique account number. So, will you tell me that your money is being stored in your account number or in the wallet that is being provided to you? Your money is being stored in the central bank or in the normal bank you use, probably Skybank or the likes. So that wallet, that address is also like tell you that, okay, user user so has 20,000 naira. So that is just it. Because if our cryptocurrency is being stored in our address, when you generate a wallet from what's this platform? From Trust Wallet, you shouldn't be able to like switch platform provider. Because if it's being stored in the address, you cannot like see it in another wallet like MetaMask. So that is just to like show you that our address is just like a pointer, not to like tell us the amount we have. So I don't know what I'm saying. So it's stored on the blockchain. So
Okay, thank you. So another question here says, can cold wallets receive transactions even when they are not connected to a computer? Like, does transaction hold till whenever they are plugged in, or it is processed right away?
okay, let me answer the user like this. I'm very certain that all of us has a bank account, the normal 10 digits. So let's assume you are offline and someone tries to like send you message. You get, does the message enter? Sorry, does the money enter before you come online or after you come online? It's actually like it doesn't like really matters. Once you want to send money, it is the person that want to like send want to initiate the transaction that has to come online. Or what you just need is just like get the person's public address and make the transfer. So once the person wants to like access his account, obviously you have to come online because the blockchain is not stored on your system. So then the person will have to like come online. Let me check my balance. Then probably like look for where he stores his private key, maybe a paper or an hard drive. So yeah, I think I've answered. Any addition to that?
Not at all. That was nice. So there's a question here that says, with lots of users on the blockchain, gas fee would definitely skyrocket. So is there any work around the gas fees? Is there any work around the gas fee?
Well, this thing is just like law of supply and demand. Okay, you said the user says when there's a lot of users on the blockchain, gas fees skyrocket. Yes, it's just like demand and supply. It's just like our normal this thing. When the higher the demand, they actually like increase the gas fee. So is there a workaround? Well, not that I know of. But I think I read something on that. People are still like, I don't know, trying to look for a way through, but not that I know of. Not that I know of.
Okay, thank you so much. So just a little addition to that. That is why we have the proof of stake. Like you mentioned earlier, proof of stake doesn't require such a high computational power to validate transactions. So with that, it reduces gas fees also. And last week we learned about blockchain generations. The third generation blockchains have brought about some ways to reduce gas fee also. So there's actually a workaround that due to the third generation blockchains, and then the use of proof of stake. Actually, basically, it has to do with proof of stake rather than use of proof of work to reduce gas fees.
Okay, thanks for that.
So another question here says, what did you mean by cold wallets sign transaction offline? What exactly does the signing entail?
Okay. Let me do it this way. Let's assume I generate my wallet. Obviously, I can't generate my wallet offline. I can't generate my wallet offline because I don't have blockchain on my system. So let's say I generate my wallet, then I don't store my private key on cloud. The only place I store my key is like maybe I write it down on paper, or there's a barcode that decodes that. So for you to make a transaction, you have to for that time you have to get access to internet. So once that is done, you go off. Just like you having a system or your license application um on your I don't want to use a mobile app because a mobile app would surely get access on your system, an offline system. So you only get to connect to internet with your sorry, when you want to make a transaction, and when you sign it, you go offline. So by that way, nobody knows when you are coming online or when you are coming offline. And so your this thing is safe. I don't know if I answered your question to your best.
Okay. Thank you so much for that answer. So there's someone else saying miners are rewarded with both gas fees and a bit of the cryptocurrency. So how are these coins minted?
Okay. Like I said earlier, I said miners are rewarded in two ways. Firstly, probably when they are minting the new tokens, they get rewarded in the newly minted token. So the second way they also get rewarded is when they actually validating the transaction. When I said I'm trying to solve some mathematical expression that is related to proof of work, but proof of stake, they don't need to solve any expression. The person with the highest held token get to add the blockchain to the get to add the transaction to the blockchain. So like you said, where are these coins minted? It's just like I can actually mine Bitcoin like this. There's an app when you mine 1,000 for a year and you get 0.001 Satoshi. Just you're actually increasing the total, let's say total value. Yes, let's say total value. Yes. Hello.
Okay, thank you. So there's just one last question here.
Okay.
It says, I heard a wallet was safer than a DEX, which is decentralized
exchange. Yeah.
Since a DEX represents a blockchain and actually houses the coins, does that mean that the wallet is not necessarily safe? What is the main advantage advantage of wallets?
Well, I'm not sure I understood the question, but let me start this way. When you mean like a decentralized exchange, um, I think we're actually talking about this our DApp, our Pancake Swap, and the likes. They're actually like decentralized. When we talk about sex and centralized exchange, they are like our normal Binance. You know, I said earlier that they are actually providing you a custodian wallet. So and you said, okay, the person says, since DEX represents a blockchain and actually house our coins, okay, I don't think DEX keep your coin. It is SEX that actually keeps your coin. Binance is in full custody of your account. They are the one that keeps your coin. When you're actually making use of decentralized exchange like this our Jute Swap, Pancake Swap, what it does need to do is connect your wallet, make your transaction, then they leave. It's not that they're actually like saving they're not saving your coin at all. It is sex. When I mean sex, I mean centralized exchange. They are the one like saving your coin. So I don't know if I explained that right. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. The question is not really clear anyways.
Yeah.
So the last question here says, mining is more about appending a block to the blockchain than making crypto, right? I think this person needs a yes or no answer.
That is why I'm trying to like, okay, I guess probably the reason why you asked this question is because, I said in proof of work, the process of validating the transaction is called mining. And, mining is more of like solving transaction. I guess a yes to that answer would do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I support that.
Yeah.
So someone says, thanks for the presentation.
Okay.
But I do have a question. Is it possible to transfer a coin into an invalid wallet address?
Okay, it depends on what you call an invalid wallet address. Let me ask the person, is it possible for me to transfer money from my bank account into like a random PIN number? Like, I can actually forge a random number now. Is it possible for me to like do that? I would say no. I would say no, but you can lose your money. That is why when you want to like make transaction on any platform, they will tell you to like verify this your address, like check it. Is this an ARC20 address? Imagine me providing a true address to my Binance address, and I'm expecting me to get crypto inside that wallet address. No, there's high probability that I would lose my money, and the receiver will not receive anything. I think that's all I have to say on that. Hello, happiness. Hello. Sorry, can anyone hear me?
Okay, yes, I can. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
So, okay, so like you said, that's how it is. Since the address is invalid, the transaction will not be processed. So another question This person says, so is there anything like a reversal of coins in cryptocurrency?
Ah, as far as I'm concerned, and as far as I know, no. With my little knowledge, I would say no. Because there was a day that my friend actually transferred, I think that was 2015 while we were in school, transferred 64,000. Like that is like a naira worth of, I think, like a BTC then into one invalid wallet. Will I say invalid wallet or you made a mistake? There is no reversal. If you like, who do you want to contact? If you want to contact blockchain support, they are anonymous, so I don't think there's reversal as far as I'm concerned. I don't know if people are working on it, but no.
Okay, thank you so much. I think that's clear. So there's no more question here. But someone just tagged that person who asked the question earlier, Akim, saying you want to invalidate the block. So that's just I think humor.
Because
So
it's
there's
because we said sorry, thanks. I think that is Joshua Okoro. Thanks for even making that statement. We said blockchain is like irreversible and immutable. It's not like our normal Web2 application whereby when I make first comment today, tomorrow I think of any new update, then I like build on that same code I've deployed. So you can actually mutate it. So when you're saying you are actually reversing it, so you want to reverse it, it's like you're actually tampering with, like you're tampering with the transaction. So yeah, so sorry, that is just all I have to say about that.
So thank you very much, Abdullah, for answering all our questions today. So there's no more question here. We'll have a feedback, superb simplicity at Mentor. So I think that's all we'll have here.
I think we still have like what's the time? Can't check the time. Is it like a few minutes to round up? Thanks for the clarification.
So I just want to add just a little to all that we have talked about today. So just to say that on the blockchain, it's not only when we send and receive cryptocurrency that we say we are actually doing a transaction.
Yeah.
So interacting with smart contracts, deploying a smart contract on the blockchain network is also a transaction that costs gas fee too. So that's just a little addition.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for that. And I think some couple of live section back, there was a question that was asked that while discussing the 3 generations of blockchain, I think from blockchain 1, we can actually like only make transaction, sorry, only transfer assets, sorry, like only transfer Bitcoin and the likes. But with the latest generation we have now, we can do more of just transferring coins. Like my co-host has said, she said deploying, creating a smart contract. It's also like interacting with the blockchain, too. So we can actually do more on the blockchain aside from that. There's I think in 2015, some two guys created a platform for leasing cars. Imagine, so you don't even know the person, you don't know the user, or like just like a platform for leasing cars. So the first person or the highest person with the highest this thing gets that purchase. And now we have DAOs now. When I mean DAOs, I mean like a decentralized autonomous organization. Well, I would say it's not fully decentralized, because before you create an organization, yes, we're actually heading that way to like going fully decentralized. But now, yes, it is decentralized, but like not full. When I mean DAO, I mean decentralized autonomous organization. It's not like an organization whereby you don't know the person that owns the organization. You don't get to know. Let's say blockchain, for instance. Now, let's say we don't know anybody that own that organization. So the only way you can get to like have shares in that organization is like for you to purchase their coin. So you actually purchase like $2 worth of their coin. Yes, and the shareholder in that company. So it depends on the coin I have. Like the coin I have determine my say in that organization. Sorry, I think I digressed more than the topic. I'm very sorry about that. So that is just all I have to say. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Abdullah. I think we have had a wonderful time today in class, in our sections for today. So there's no more comments or questions or anything. So I guess this is where we'll be coming to the end to our session for today.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for attending this section. See you other times. Yeah, so, bye.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.